Здравствуйте, вы на канале Игра Склад, с вами Дмитрий, мы продолжаем играть в игру GreedFall. Так, но мы с вами пообщались тут с начальником, он отправил нас решать очередную проблему, как будто нам перед отъездом больше заняться нечем. Вот, а проблема это с доставкой груза, то есть он хочет, чтобы мы отправили ее контрабандой или любым другим удобным для нас способом, но обязательно отправили. Так. Ящичок. Да, ненавижу вот такие игры, в которых русские и английские буквы путаются. Давай шевелись, я обещал купцам и князю, что мы отчалим до отлива. И ты аккуратней, ты за это фарфор жизни расплатишь. Все, капец.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Так. Спросить Йонге, спросить об исчезновении Константина, попросить помощи с товаром. Просто спросить что-то. Что мы можем уточнить, когда увидели в последний раз?
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
2 дней, 2 суток, ясно.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority. and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbor Master's office.
Так, а что еще можно спросить? Давай спросим.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Naut?
Our magic, yes, that only the Norts master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tier 4D?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land, and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming. It will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Ну все.
Be back soon, Captain.
Так, судя по всему, нам надо подправить журнал. Ну что? Угу. Ясно. Так, письма, бла-бла-бла. Так, расследуйте исчезновение Юнги. Так, избавиться от охраны склада и подделать записи в судовом журнале. Ладно, тут понятно, наверное. И это что? И... Чё-то я не понимаю, ладно. Вроде не такой большой порт оказался. Здесь можно расследовать исчезновение Юнги. А здесь можно подделать записи в судовом журнале. Как туда попасть? Так, эта территория принадлежит другой фракции. Доступ сюда для вас закрыт. Чтобы не вызывать подозрений, наденьте куртку или каску фракции. Вы можете прокрасться незаметно, но если вас обнаружат, ваша репутация ухудшится. Ё-моё, и как я это должен узнать? Вот как узнать, что это территория фракции? Вот оно же никак не отображается.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Ну давай пойдем. Ищем лазейки. Так, во-первых, надо сохраниться.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
И где мне их искать?
To my help! And death to the others!
Блин, ладно. Ну и ничего, никакой одежды нет.
That's the first time I've ever seen anyone fight to get into a prison.
А почему я не могу открыть? У меня же вроде есть ключ. Или я что-то не то думаю. Вот ключ от тюрьмы. Не понимаю. Ладно.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
У нас, слава богу, есть. Сейчас здесь еще посмотрим. Что-то мы застреваем немного.
To my help! And death to the other!
Ладно, так. Первый уровень взлома. Где документы? Так, бушлат матрос, сапоги матроса, перчатки матроса. Пока эта игрушка напоминает мне брожение из стороны в сторону. И в поиск сбор предметов и немножечко убийств.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Так, ладно, запись подделали. Блин, такой заход. Так, посмотрим по карте, что у нас здесь есть. Избавиться от охраны склада. Показать или скрыть легенду. Ясно. Это что? Так, а у нас с вами, судя по всему, появился навык. Огнестрельное оружие, одноручное оружие. Тяжелое одноручное оружие, паралич. Так, кольцо магии. Ловушки. Чё-то даже не знаю я. 4-й, 5-й уровень. Я здесь скоро 2 часа будет как ползаю. Ушла от матроса. Допустим. Ну, типа, вдруг не заметят, да? Перчатки матроса. Ботинки помощника капитана. Ну ладно, тут будет весь матрос. Что у нас там с выпивкой? Вообще легенду надо посмотреть. Вот так. Избавиться от охраны склада. Ну, давайте начнем с... Кстати, нам надо выпить.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
И что? Так, выясни, где Константин. Чё-то у нас тут понабежало. Ремесло позволяет улучшить оружие и броню. Наука позволяет создавать зелья и ловушки. Чтобы работать в мастерской, нужно обладать определенными знаниями. Получить их можно несколькими способами. Развивайте соответствующие таланты, пользуйтесь определенным снаряжением или помощью спутников, чтобы получить бонус. Каждое очко таланта открывает новый рецепт. Для создания предметов вам понадобятся ингредиенты. Что-то я не понял. Это он вот этим управляет? Ржавый эспадрон? Ну-ну. Так, ладно. Мастерская. Рапира. Так. Зелье тумана, сильное зелье ярости, ядовитое, магическое, стихийное. А где снотворное? О. Трутовик нужен. Первый уровень науки. Все ясно. Короче, попробуем, значит, так обойтись. Все равно у нас уровней не хватает. Сохранились.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Хрена с два я складик не обыщу. Я же говорю, нужны обязательно ловушки. Ой, ну в смысле эти не ловушки, а взлом нужен обязательно. Да, молодец, понеслись. Недалеко ребята есть. Давай, грузи.
Well now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move at all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Так, отлично. С заданием справились. Так, квартирмейстером. Что ж такое-то? Так, что это значит? А, вот оно что, у нас ремесло где. Ладно. Оп. Сопротивление, невероятность. Переработки. Так, надо на самом деле быстро переодеться. Блин, ну она лучше. Но я все равно пока выберу удачу, надо накопить бабла. Перчатки ювелира, перчатки матроса мы здесь были, сапоги. Тяжеленным каблуком. Ладно, пока эти выберу. Больше защиты. Да чё я сюда попёрся там? Давайте расследование про Юнгу сделаем. Это кто такой?
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tifredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Угу. Так, не понял. Прикольно. Одновременно вперед и пробел. Это у нас то же самое. Блин, мы уже этих монеток по 2 штуки насобирали, я не знаю, тонну, наверное. Так. Тут через отсюда, что ли, идти? Так, старые склады. Здесь наверняка есть какие-нибудь проблемы, в которые мы должны сунуться. Ладно, поперлись, что такое?
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who has gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Ох ты ж.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Чё прощайте-то? Интересно, здесь есть такая штука, как украсть? Так, ну да, понятно, выход найдешь сам. Это еще пообщаться, я так понимаю, с еще одним его другом.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mess too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Да уж, тут не просто нечисто, тут вообще война. Так, что тут опять? Надо будет продать потом эти матросские штуковины. Так, Найти, допросить свидетеля. Что это? Нет уж. Так. Ну, нас вот отправляют сразу и по поводу одного, и по поводу второго, и все в одну и ту же таверну. Так, ну, давайте мы на этом с вами эту серию закончим. В следующей серии пойдем узнавать и по поводу Константина, если я правильно запомнил, как его зовут. Да. И по поводу нашего Юнга. Спасибо, что смотрели. До следующей серии. Пока.